Hello, party people. For all I know, I look like a lunatic. I also, if I'm talking weird, it's because I can hear myself. I can turn that off. Okay. So, welcome. Today I'm going to be ranking, every Resident Evil game according to this, tier and tier maker, but I'm sure it has every single one. I've played all the I've played all the mainline games. I've only played one spin-off, and that was Code Veronica. So I have a never played section for this exact reason, which I did create. The original template is I don't know who made it, but it's all Resident Evil games 2026 tier list maker. So, feel free to check it out. But yeah, let's dive into it. Actually, I should say something. Someone's gonna call me a new gen. I know it. I haven't played, a good chunk of the originals. Actually, wait, I haven't played one original. I lied. But I will complain about the original's controls, and no one is gonna like that. And I just want to say, if you're over the age of 40, please shut up right now. It's not about you, okay? It's fine. Alright, buddy? I'm sorry not everything is like how it was back in ye olden days, okay? But it's part of life. That being said, I'm sorry to my dad. Please don't get mad at me. Anyways, let's begin. So, we're already starting off on a strong note because I have not played the original Resident Evil. I have played the remake, but that's it, so. Yeah. Anyways, now we're moving on to the remake. This is controversial, and yet again, I know I'm gonna get called the new gen. I'm sorry, guys. I just get fucking used to it. I think the OG Resident Evil, the remake, I think that's a solid B tier. Cause I don't think it's bad. I'm gonna put it at the top B tier. It's B.5. You know, it's almost an A tier, but I don't see it yet. I think Resident Evil, the remake, I think it's a perfect encapsulation of, is that a word? I don't know. It's the perfect example of peak middle ground. This is as good as it's gonna get for being standard. I don't know. I think it's standard leading good. But yeah, so that's where I'd put it. And next we're moving on to Resident Evil 2. This is where I start complaining about the controls. I haven't finished the original Resident Evil 2 because the fucking controls. Now, in many humble scenarios, I would be like, oh, I haven't finished the game. I don't know where to put it yet. And that's not a bad way of looking at it, except I have finished the remake. And I know that there are some differences, in Resident Evil 2, Mr. X doesn't really pop up a whole lot, but here's the thing. I haven't gotten far, and I've been playing the game for a total of 9 hours, and that's using the modified save system where I can just save whenever. I'm honestly terrified of the standard one in that game because the actual save system is so fucking annoying. Why can I only save near a typewriter? Actually, okay, that is a thing throughout all the games. But I should add, in the OG games you had to also get an ink ribbon, which I understand, but that was fucking annoying. And also you saw a typewriter on in one room of all 3 floors of the police station. That's fucking annoying. Anyways, I think the story is great. I think it was really pivotal in gaming, and I think it's a fantastic game. It's going in A tier because of the goddamn controls, and also because it's old. I should elaborate. When I say it's old, I don't mean that all old games suck. I mean that because it's old, a lot of the mechanics just piss me off. I can't do it. I'm not gonna say my age on here, but I will say I am indeed a minor, so maybe I'm just judgy. I'm probably just judgy, but still. Next up, we have the remake of Resident Evil 2. S tier. It's Resident Evil 2, but most of my problems are solved. I will say Mr. X fucking pisses me off. I cannot stand his bitch ass. I don't like that he's just always fucking lurking around, okay? I don't like it. I don't. I love it. No, I'm kidding. I don't like him. I'm sorry. I don't like Mr. X. He's a piece of shit, and so I get that. I get that that's like the point, but it stresses me out. But to be fair, as much as I love these games, they hold a very special place in my heart. I do hate action games. The main reason I love them is because I love horror, and I like story. I also love story games, so yeah, I'm kind of torn, but I love the franchise, so I should say it's really just because I don't like action that much. I think it's a great game. Moving on, we have the Nemesis, which is the original Resident Evil 3. I also didn't finish this one because the controls were a bit whack. I got farther, though. They had, like, a better system. They were definitely improving, but throwing the system aside, the game just isn't as good as 2. Do I think it's bad? Absolutely not. I just don't think it's 2 levels of good, you know? Like, I don't think it's up there. So because of that, I'm going to put it in B. I think it's pretty good, solid middle ground, just like the first Resident Evil, so that's where that's going. And then we move on to the remake. See, here's the thing. Most remakes just feel like an improvement because they honestly just kind of feel like remasters. Like, they just feel like upping the graphics and changing the controls. Resident Evil, there's a reason why they're called remakes and not remasters, because they do change some things up quite a bit. But, one of the main things that throws me off about Resident Evil 3 Remake is that it's way fucking shorter than the original. And I know that because I haven't finished the original, but I can tell you right now that I finished the remake pretty fucking quickly. But, I still thought it was a good game. Did I think it was the best in the series? That's a topic for another time. But did I think it was the worst? Fuck no, because I have that spot saved for one specific game. And I think we all know what the game is, so I'm not going to dive into it. Resident Evil 3, I don't think it's a bad game. The remake, sorry. I don't think the remake's a bad game. I said it. I think it's pretty good. But I'm still not, like, the biggest fan, so I'm gonna put it in C tier, but like top of C tier. I don't even know if anything else will. God, phone. I don't care. Sorry. I don't even know if anything else will even go in C tier, but if it will, this will stay at the top. I just lied. This is going in C tier. Alright. Code Veronica. Shocker. I actually like this game. And I know I'm not like alone in that per se, but I've seen quite a few people online who have like a distinct hatred for this game, which I don't get. It is nowhere near the best in the franchise. I still loved it, though. Okay. This fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. I still love it, though. I think it's a great game. But the controls. It would go in B tier if it weren't for the fucking controls. I'm sorry, old people, okay? But it's too fucking difficult, okay? It's too difficult. It's not even using the D-pad. That's not even what throws me off. It's the fact that it's not only the D-pad, it's the fact that when you move forward in one section, that's one direction, and then the other, it's a completely different direction. I don't like that. And I know it's not the D-pad, because I've played on computer before, and I've been totally fine with it. So, yeah, I'm just saying, I don't really know how to describe it, but if you've ever played, like, an older game, you know what I'm talking about, where, like, if you move forward and then it cuts to a shot from, like, behind, moving forward is no longer the same direction? I don't like that. Switch that, please. I don't like it. It fucking pisses me off, okay? Anyways, moving on, we have Resident Evil 0. Hadn't played it. I'm sorry. I know this is, near and dear to a lot of people, but If I'm gonna be fully honest with you guys, I just don't care. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of people like it, but also all the originals that I've played, which is actually just 2 and 3, I played them because they were free with PlayStation Plus, and I had already played the remakes, so I was like, might as well play the original. But Resident Evil 0, to my knowledge, is not included, so I have no interest in playing it. I'm sorry. I don't want to pay money for a game that still has janky controls. Moving on, I actually think this one probably has better controls because it came out, like, I think the original Resident Evil 4 came out during, like, 2010s, I think. Let me Google this. Hang on. Resident Evil 4, the original, came out on January 11th of 2005. So, yeah, it was the 2000s. So that would have been, like, GameCube era and, like, I think PS3. So, like, it definitely had better controls, but I never played it. So, I'm sorry. I have played the remake, however, and it was fucking amazing. Oh my god. It is almost my favorite in the franchise. We haven't gotten around to my favorite yet, but we're getting there. I fucking loved it. It was so good, dude. It was perfect. The merchant existing solved all my fucking problems. I'm not even joking. Do you know how hard it is to play for so long and then save because you're stuck with only like 2 rounds of ammo, and then you can actually solve that problem? Absolute cinema, dude. But I do have one complaint, and that's that the action's really hard. I started out on the easiest difficulty, which I think there's just normal, and then like it gets harder, and then there's assisted. I didn't start on assisted. I started on normal, I think, unless there was an easy mode. I remember that I started on the easiest possible mode that wasn't assisted, so I think that was just normal. But I started on normal, and I was doing pretty good, and it was like, by the way, you keep fucking up. I think it was like the first chapter. I'm not even fucking kidding you. That scene where you're in the village, I think that might have actually been the second chapter. That part where you're in the village, I'm not even joking. I was stuck on that part for 2 months, and I almost returned the game because of it. Thank God I didn't. This was actually the first game in the franchise I had played. But I switched over to assisted mode after a while because I was just so fucking done with it. I didn't want to accept it, but I had to. That's about it, though. But once you go on assisted, everything was up to speed with me. But to be fair, that's just because I'm not good at action. Alright, we've gone over that. So now we're moving on to Resident Evil 5. I just didn't like it that much. I thought it was okay. It's going at the bottom of C here. Do I think it is good? I don't know if I'd say good, but I don't know if I'd say bad. So I'm just gonna keep it bottom of C tier. Keeping it a buck with you guys. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's not the greatest, but it's also not the worst. It was great to see Chris again, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that great. I'm sorry. Okay, please don't murder me. Thank you. But yeah, so there's that. I don't know. I'm not trying to be the woker, but a few of the things just didn't hold up. And also, okay, I kind of like that other girl's name. What was it? Like Shiva, I think. It's been a minute. But she was pretty cool. Yeah, again, like I say it's been a minute, but like I've only been into like playing this franchise for like 2 years now. I know. Call me a new gen. I don't care, okay? Because here's the thing, like I'm broke, okay? Every time I get a video game, it's because like I got some money for Christmas and I don't know what else to spend it on, right? Like I said, I'm a child. I can't have a job yet. So you know, better excuse than some of you unemployed bitches. So, you know. Anyways, Revelations, never played it. There you go. Oh, hey, and it's the worst fucking game in the franchise. I'm not even exaggerating when I said if someone held 10,000... Okay. Okay. Maybe not 10,000. No, I'd still take... If someone held a gun to my head right now and said, replay Resident Evil 6 by yourself, no friends, nothing to keep you entertained except for that fuck-ass video game, I'd let them shoot me. I would let them shoot me, and I wouldn't even feel bad about it. Look, like I said, it's okay with friends, but that's because you have other things to keep you entertained. When you try playing the game by itself, it is a fucking mess. Dude, it is so buns, okay? And I'm honestly disappointed in it. I didn't like it, to say the least. So, Revelations 2, I also haven't played, because why would I just play the second one? Come on, people. Alright, Biohazard's my favorite. I said it. Biohazard's my favorite. Yet again, I know, controversial, okay? But, like, call me when there's a better game. Resident Evil 9 hasn't dropped yet, so maybe my opinion will change when I get around to playing it, but I highly doubt it will. I know that these are all very generic takes, but I loved Biohazard. A lot of people were just like, a lot of people thought it was just reheating Outlast nachos, but that's not a bad thing, okay? Resident Evil is meant to be a horror franchise, and I'm sure back when it started for most people, okay, I will say, at the beginning of the first Resident Evil where the dogs are chasing you, fuck that noise. But a good chunk of the games, except for like Resident Evil 2, I thought that was decently pretty scary. A good chunk of them, except for like Biohazard and maybe Village, they're just action, really. Like, Biohazard, actually, I'm trying to think. I don't really think Biohazard had much action. Village did, and I haven't even finished Village yet, but Biohazard had some action, but it was mostly just horror, and I loved it for that. I loved it so much. I will say, I kind of wish they didn't, like, fully stray away from the zombie thing. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not a zombie game. Pretty much is, though. Also, I apologize for the noise. My tortoise makes a lot of noise sometimes, like he likes to run around and stuff. But I don't care what anyone says. It kind of is a zombie game. If you asked your average person to describe Resident Evil, this is how it would go. Hey, how would you describe Resident Evil? I'd say it was an action horror zombie game. Yeah, I guess it doesn't check off the action box, but there you go. So, I don't know. Biohazard's my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. Moving on to Village. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish Village. I'm still working on it. And it seems like a pretty good game so far, so I'll put it in A tier, which I know is typically not the best form of judgment, because like, oh, but you haven't finished it. I get that. But, like, it's still pretty fucking good. I should say, though, as much as I love Ethan, he needs to become a more logical person. Because why is it that every fucking time that bastard interacts with someone, he's like, it's okay, I'm friendly. They don't care about that. They don't. You have the fucking survival instincts of a fart, Ethan. Anyways, that's where that's going. And I'm going to put Requiem and Never Played because it's obviously not out yet. I'm very excited for it, but I should say I'm not a huge fan of how, like, their whole marketing tactic is around Porsche right now. It kind of just feels like an ad, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But anyways, that's my official ranking. This is subject to change over the years, and also, like, especially when Requiem drops, but I'm excited for Requiem. The fuck did I talk like that? Okay, I'm excited for Requiem. Leon won't die. Stop saying that.
Lucy, stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay.
And I hope you all have a great day today. Goodbye.